everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Dori, I'm a teacher of English, and today I'm going to show you how you can use my website in order to improve your vocabulary, and more specifically your IELTS vocabulary. Before we get there though, I have to tell you that there are numerous lists and catalogs online that show you the words you need to know, the most important words you need to know for the test. For example, if you just Google in the Google bar academic word list, you're gonna get lots of results with PDFs and the list of words, more academic words that you need to know for the test. Don't get me wrong, these lists are great, but I'm a little bit reluctant because I think that you cannot memorize words out of context. So you really need to know how the words are used and not just read random lists of words. It is time consuming and it is not always certain that you will know how to use these new words in your speaking and your writing. The more academic the words, the more this problem becomes more intense. So follow me and I will show you how you can improve your IELTS vocabulary or your vocabulary in general the easy and fun way.
Okay, so as you can see here, we are on my site's homepage. You scroll down a little bit and you click on the vocabulary section here, and you're going to end up here. I explain a little bit of how this works. And we end up in these 5 categories: academic vocabulary, topic-related vocabulary, phrasal verbs, collocations and expressions in idioms. So let's check number 1, academic vocabulary. Here are, now I'll explain again a little bit of what you can do, and here are 10 categories from category A to all the way down to category J. Here 10 categories that have separated the words of the academic word list in increasing difficulty. For example, category A is the easiest, while in the last category more difficult words are included. So now what you're going to ask me? Well, in every category there are quizzes. There are quizzes of meanings, as you can see here on the left, and in which let's talk about meanings first. So in which quizzes you choose the definition of a word, and in this way you learn it if you don't know the word. So let's go and see in practice what I mean. So you get your first quiz here, your first definition, your first meaning quiz. So let's read it. A process or method that is carefully studying the elements or nature of something. A process or method that is doing all these things. And now you get all your options. Usually you're going to have 10 options, 10 words each time to learn. Some of them you're going to know, some of them not. Some of these words are going to be synonyms with slight differences, and this is very good for you in order to recognize the difference. So let's just say I answer analysis. Check my answer, it is correct. And I can go to my next meaning quiz and move on. In case I answer wrong, for example, instead of analysis, I answer formula. Check my answer, you're gonna get try again. So you have to go back and actually find the correct word. So in this way you practice a lot, and you actually you're not likely to forget the meaning again. So let's move on. Next quiz, the meaning of something. Okay, you get a lot of words, a lot of options here. It is definition. Check my answer, correct. Next, you're gonna get 10 quizzes for each of the 10 words, of course, 10 meanings. So there are also, if we go back, there are also, quizzes of context, quizzes of examples. You get examples in which the word is used correctly, as it should be. Let's read this example. The paper published an gap of the financial situation from 2007 to 2014. So which word is more likely to fit in here? I choose analysis again, so check my answer, it is correct. In this way you really understand how each word is used in context. Apart from its meaning, you actually get to use the word. So let's move on. No one in class knew the gap of the word. The teacher made us look it up in the dictionary. No one in class knew the definition. So check my answer, correct. And if it wasn't correct, let's just say that I choose something else, it would say try again. So in this way I actually learn the words. Now let's go back to topic related vocabulary number 2 over here. This is very useful for your task 2 writing and speaking. You'll see why in a moment. Here I explain a little bit how to practice, and here you get numerous topics that you could be asked to write or speak about, and they are all related to these themes that I have here from 1 to 30. I have almost everything here: sports, equality, advertising, television, media, e-crime, communication, nuclear power, food and health, diet and body, prison. I mean, pretty much everything is in here. So let's click on advertising, which is a very common topic in IELTS. And you're gonna get some phrases in bold here, some expressions that are mostly academic expressions that you can use in your writings, but in your speaking as well, some of them. So these aren't there in order for you to learn them by heart. No, these are here in order to give you ideas on how you can express yourself academically on a specific topic. You may not agree with all of them, but they are just here to give you an idea. And if you read them a lot of times, you actually get to see which of these you can actually use, and you feel great using them. So in the end of each topic there are questions. In this case, questions related to advertising, of course, and you can go and answer these questions. You can prepare them either orally or in writing form by using these expressions here. So in this way you will know in your writing and in your speaking, especially in part 4, in section 4, if you get asked something a little bit more demanding or more difficult, you will have the vocabulary and the expressions to help you express your ideas. So now if we go back again, let's go to phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are endless, you know that, but here I have gathered the most commonly used, the basic phrasal verbs in examples. So here we have the phrasal verbs of break and bring, some of them, the most common. I give you the meaning, the definition. When something breaks down, for example, it stops working, and then I give you an example of how it is used, this phrasal verb, in real life. For example, the machine broke down yesterday and we had to call someone to fix it. So in this way you actually learn both the definition and the example of how these very common phrasal verbs are used. So the same goes with collocations and expressions. Here I give you lots of collocations and expressions, informal ones and formal ones, with examples, and of course the same goes with idioms. Idioms are numerous as well, but I give you the most, the basic ones here. So take your time to play with that, and I'm sure it will greatly help you with your preparation, because as you can see, you can find almost anything here in terms of vocabulary, and it's a great way, especially with the quizzes, it's a great way to practice and improve your vocabulary.
As you see, there's a lot of information regarding vocabulary on my website. It was a time-consuming process, to say the least, gathering all these words and creating quizzes and everything, and now you can access it all for free through my website, so I really do hope it helps you. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it helps. If this is your first time here, I would like to see you subscribe for more videos related to English. If you have any questions or comments, you can ask me here or on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and of course my website. All links are down below. Thank you very much for watching again. Take care. Bye-bye.